So now I've got the Brave browser, and I'm going to just go to Uniswap. Launchpad. Okay, so now we're at the setup portion. I'm going to pause the recording. So we click setup, and now.
And then it says, I understand. Okay.
Yeah, I understand. Downloading component.
Then which one am I downloading? Or it says new local wallet, Ledger, Trezor.
Yeah,
Trezor.
new local wallet. Create.
Okay. What's the new password?
Well,
Whatever.
get to pick. I'm gonna pick. Well, since this is just a test.
Let's do Uni 2000.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're gonna want to reveal the secret words and write those down. Paper. So you need a sheet of paper to write down the words. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have to type. Then you have to verify that you wrote it down. So, congratulations, all done. Okay, 0 Ethereum, 0 BAT, your wallet balances, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now to get Ethereum into your wallet, you put your mouse over the account one and click it to copy the address to the clipboard. So we go back to the Uniswap interface. And
I'm at select the token. What am I selecting?
yeah, so these are all the tokens that you can buy.
Yeah.
And for us, we are starting our own tokens.
Mm-hmm.
So we will right? So we want to share the token address. Okay. This address. Okay, so that's the token address. So now when we select the token, select, and you paste, copy paste that in there and it will come up.
Okay.
Add. I clicked add. And then I clicked the token name.
Okay.
So now now my token is plugged in.
All right.
Now I'm going to connect my wallet.
And could you connect your Coinbase to that?
So download MetaMask for Chrome. Okay. Add to Brave. Get started. We already have a seed phrase. So we have to paste our seed phrase from the clipboard. Well, in my case, it's quite difficult. I'm going to pause the screen share. So we created our MetaMask wallet and we imported our phrase. Okay, so we had to refresh the page of Uniswap interface. And then when we connect to wallet, MetaMask becomes an option.
All right.
For those of you who need to, little aside here, in the, what is GUI? Well, GUI is 1 billion. A GUI is a billion. Okay. Now, a way is a billion billion. And a billion billion way equals 1 ether. 1 billion GUI equals 1 ether. So you can use this website, which I had to use a few times when I was first starting out to sort of understand, you know, the differences if you're a programmer or something. So we're going to press swap, and then it's going to come up with a confirmation prompt, which is, you know.
So would you say hit Uniswap? What do I do now? Like swap? Swap,
right. 0.01 Ethereum. Oh, okay. You're not quite there. 0.01 Ethereum and 2.2269 V2. I'm gonna. Okay, so we're gonna confirm swap, and then it's gonna open the MetaMask and like this. So then it's gonna say the gas fee, right? So I clicked edit on the gas fee, edit, and you're gonna see that slow, average, fast. Okay, you really have to check these because sometimes it will give you like an outrageous number, and you
mean like a fee?
Yeah, like sometimes there's an error and it will give you an outrageous fee, and you don't want to do that, right? So
okay.
But I always use fast. And just so that we go in for a second, I'm just going to show you what's going on here. The estimated gas price in GUI, 61 GUI, it varies between 50 and 100, and you can go on Etherscan to look and see. And then this gas limit varies between 20,000 and 200,000 typically. And you know, usually you can trust what it's giving you, but you just have to be careful. Like if it's more than $8 on anything, then you're definitely in the wrong.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing some advanced operations, and just keep an eye on it, and note that you can edit it manually and pay less gas if you want to.
Yeah.
When you're doing larger transactions, it won't matter, but the main thing is just to be aware of it, and then you'll sort of grow into understanding how gas works after practicing it. So let's confirm.
Mine's still waiting for confirmation.
Yeah, transaction submitted. Okay. Now I'm going to click View on Etherscan, and it will take a moment to pop up. But after, yeah, it's right. It doesn't pop up right away. But you can see a pending transaction here. Right, and so basically you're just looking at network lag.
Okay.
Right, so your lag time. So if you go to crypto wallets and you go to your wallet and you click the activity tab, then you'll see a button called speed up here. And sometimes I like to click that one and just.
Where would I click?
Speed up, and then I click fast. So what happened is it says that it failed, but actually it's unclear, right? Because in a few seconds it will say, oh, actually it worked. so now it's worked, and you can go back to your Uniswap interface, and you can see that there's a check mark here for it's done, right? And in the transaction, you can refresh that page, and you can see like all the details of actually what happened in your transaction here, where you interacted with Uniswap for SOCHAD tokens with Ether, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
So that's basically that. So that's the buying and selling. It's going to be the same. So when you sell, it'll be
Okay, speed up. Sold that.
okay. Go to custom token. Paste the contact address, and then it will automatically populate.
Okay, confirm transaction and.
So basically now you've gone through what I would consider kind of the hardest part of this, you know, just understanding how to interact with the wallet and Uniswap. Let's try some easier tools. So basically this was what everybody was doing, what you just did a month ago, and it was, you know, that's all we had. But now we have Unitrade. So go to open up a new tab and go to unitrade.info. And over here on the right, it says Connect Wallet under My Balances. So it's kind of the same drill as before. Now you're already there, so you just kind of connect it.
Okay.
And of course, it really doesn't show you anything except for your external Ethereum balance. But now you're connected and you can trade. So what we can do is.
Can I use this to trade that QRL?
I don't know that QRL has a thing on here, but there are a lot of assets on here. You could probably find the same one. I don't know. Let's check it. It doesn't have one, but it's an interesting topic because you can create one if you wanted to provide liquidity for that token, and you could, you know, to trade. So there's it's like an opportunity for somebody who wants to invest in that token to create a market on Uniswap. I can show you how to do that later too.
Yeah.
So right now I just searched for the SOCHAD 69 V2 token that we already did, and I just click on it. and it's going to show me some stuff here, like not exactly the fastest thing in the world. And there are other tools that I'm going to show you as well. In fact, while that's loading even, just go to astrotools.io in a new tab and click Launch App.
Astrotools.what?
IO. So on this one, it's kind of the same deal. You can click you in the search bar, you type in the token name. Now this one has some. This one is pretty nice. Obviously you're going to connect your MetaMask wallet. Okay.
Launch app?
Right, Launch App.
Wow.
And then in the search bar, search for the SOCHAD token. You know, those are your main buttons anyways, right?
Okay.
So yeah, and now you can set alert price. If you want an alert for when that price hits a certain thing, you can set that. You can change the candle stuff, and I'll show you ChartX later. If you just click on that ChartX icon, it will open up like a much more
detailed,
advanced charting system that you can do. Like, I mean, you can really do anything you want with this. You can draw on it, and I mean, you know, the sky's the limit. I think you can even just paint on it and stuff.
Yeah.
So, nice tool as well. So yeah, buy and sell buttons are here. So this is a quick way, and what that does when you click on it, it will open up a Uniswap. You see? But you notice that it doesn't save your entries from before. And it's slow. Okay, you see this? This is token imported. Yeah. That takes a few seconds to pop up when you click on sell, and if it doesn't pop up, you need to refresh the page. And if you start working with multiple wallets, then it gets even more complex, you know, in terms of, you know, you have to really keep an eye on things. You probably only need to work with one wallet right now, but just keep in mind that it's a little touchy, and sometimes you have to refresh the page and kind of wait for it to come up, like a few seconds. It doesn't have a loading screen, but when you see the chart go up and it's been a few seconds, it's okay. Now you can click it. It doesn't pop up this token imported thing when you start over, and just kind of be patient. Right, so actually, yeah, so okay, you can, and then the same thing happens that happens on Uniswap. There's like a Uniswap panel inside. Let's go back to Unitrade, which is still okay. So Unitrade is still loading, but now it knows about our SOCHAD token. It's scanning our wallet, right? I'm just gonna refresh the page again because I noticed that these beta products tend to sort of like weird, and yeah, it will take a while to load actually. So Astrotools is what I've been using most of the time to trade.
Yeah.
Unitrade allows you to place stop limit orders, so not only will you get an alert, but it will actually execute a trade for you when the price hits a certain point, which is what you want. Really, you know, and this is how new this stuff is. They didn't even have this until today.
Yeah, wow.
As you can see, it's not even working, right? so you know, it's good to understand that the stuff is still in flux, and once we sort of all get on the same page, I'm gonna start posting when I find something new. I'll just make sure that everybody knows. So okay, now that's more or less it. So let me give you some examples of like tokens that I've been trading. If you go to the search bar in Astrotools, oh shit.
Yeah.
Refresh the page because it's doing that. It's lagging. So dark token. This is one that I bought in at $5, and now it's $19. Just an example of one that did well, right? And at one point it hit 26. These charts, you can zoom them in and out pretty easy, and they're pretty okay. But Chart X is really much better if you want to see like deep stuff. So that's more or less, you know, like how it goes with just buying and selling. The next thing that you can look at is getting airdrop tokens. But problem with the airdrop tokens is it's just so full of scams. You know, most of them are scams, and in order to do that, you have to join these Telegram groups.
Yeah.
And people will just start texting you out of the blue, right? So I created another phone number that I just use only for that.
Okay.
And Telegram allows you to maintain multiple accounts in the desktop app and on your phone. You can have up to 3 on each one.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I just created another phone number. And if you want to do that, you can use a phone number that I give you, because I have a bunch of extra ones here.
Yeah.